House bill with recommendations by the governor is House Bill 1598. It is an act relating to standards and criteria for congressional and state legislative districts. The governor's recommendations have been available. They've been distributed, and they're presently before the body.
The delegate from Suffolk, Delegate Jones.
Mr. Speaker, speaking to the amendments.
Delegate has the floor.
Speaker, I'd like to take all of these 8 amendments in a block if we could.
Delegate has the floor. We'll do that.
Speaker, I would ask that, of course, House Bill 1598 established criteria and standards for the next cycle of redistricting for the congressional and state legislative districts. And the governor has chosen to make some amendments to this bill, was not consulted, was informed, and I would ask that we would defeat the governor's amendments. Delegate
from Newport News, Delegate Price.
Mr. Speaker, speaking to the amendments.
Delegate has the floor.
Thank you. HB 1598 establishes the criteria that would be required in drawing our congressional and state districts. There are 8 amendments. Number 1, 4, and 5 are technical in nature. Number 2, it allows for political boundaries to be considered. It just says that political boundaries can't be elevated over the importance of other criteria listed. And then number 6 and number 7 are cleanup language. Number 5 and number 6. And number 7 revises the subsection on communities of interest, requiring communities with similar social, cultural, and economic interests be considered. And then, Mr. Speaker, number 8 adds 2 new criteria. The first protects the voting rights of minorities, and the second prohibits districts from being drawn to favor or disfavor political parties and incumbents. And so, Mr. Speaker, I argue that these amendments push our redistricting process to be more just and more clearly defined. And I offer that we do not have to wait for a court decision or wait for someone to tell us the minimum required standards for fairness. Previous court decisions that have already come down have set this precedent, and we now have an opportunity today to approve these amendments and help protect our democracy and ensure all Virginians' votes matter equally. I urge us to support the governor's amendments by voting no to reject them, and to promote trust in our system and to inspire more voter participation and not less. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Delegate from Charlottesville, Delegate Toscano.
Thank you. Speaking to the recommendations.
The delegate has the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think for those people who like these recommendations and want to support the governor, the vote on this is a green or a yes. And for those who don't like them, then you vote no.
Shall the governor's recommendation be agreed to? Clerk will close the roll.
Ayes 48, noes 51.
Ayes 48, noes 51. The governor's recommendation is rejected.